Cosmas Maduka, the CEO of Coscaris, has been under a little bit of fire, yeah, because he went to Seun Kimbaloye's podcast, and then he was advising women not to marry jobless men. Now, the problem is that he was not just saying they should not marry jobless men, he calculated what a man should have before a woman should marry him. And at those things, when he talk, now they cause quarrel now. Now let's go to the video, because after the video don't move, when people that they bash him, he can't come back out to say, let's first of all go to the video. Watch this.
This time, there are even girls who are saying, if you don't have at least, if you are not earning 1.5 million naira per month, don't talk to me.
Oh, come close.
Girls online, they are saying that. They say, don't talk to me if you don't have a car, if you don't have a house on the island, if you are living on the mainland, don't talk to me.
Wow.
Seun is finding the middle of the road, because that is also important.
Okay.
There are ladies who jump at a man because he say, I'll marry you, I love you. Will you eat love? I told ladies, I said, if you marry a man who have no job because he speak in tongue, you are not spiritual.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I do not encourage lady to marry a man that has no plan for his life.
Okay.
And if you don't go to sharing vision, the first thing I said, minimum, he must have 2 or 3 bedrooms apartment where he's living. He must tell you how much he earns every month.
Okay.
You are not going to live by faith with her. The first thing I said is that by 18 I will live in 3 bedrooms apartment.
Okay.
Why? Because I plan to get married. I didn't take Charity to my mother's house. My senior brother was still living with my mother. I couldn't go and squat there, even though I hailed from Nnewi. But I rented an apartment because I need a wife, and
okay.
I'm planning for it. That's part of the maturity.
Yeah.
So I've started my own business. I've earned enough money to live in my own 3 bedrooms apartment. I had a gas cooker. I had deep freezer. I have refrigerator. Air condition was not invoked. I have standing fan and a ceiling fan.
Okay.
Everything a man. My house. I had a rug in my house.
Okay, so after he said this, you say Nigerians are blood equity hot. People started to bash him, and then he came back online and he made a post. Let me look for this post. He said, "My attention has been drawn to clips of a podcast interview I did about my new book. The clips are trending and people are making conclusions without watching the whole or over an hour interview to understand the context of each statement. Kindly watch the full interview and then form your opinion afterward. Thank you, Dr. Cosmas Maduka." Funny enough, I understand totally the point he was trying to make, and it was correct, but he made a mistake. We don't need to watch the full video. We heard what you said. You said a woman should not have a married man who does not have a job. That's all right. Who does not have a plan for his life. That's all right. He should be able to tell her what he earns. Transparency. Where the problem called day was when you said he must have minimum 2 or 3 bedroom flats. We don't need to watch video finish to hear that part. That's clear English. So if he must have a minimum of 2 or 3 bedroom flats, so a man who has a self-contained, whose salary is 250,000, is building life. Now he's found a woman who he really likes, and probably the woman too is on the career path. And he said, okay, let's not waste time. Let's just be a couple from here. Is he doing a bad thing? The most important thing is that he has a journey that is on. He has a career he's pushing. He has a job. Must he has a 2 or 3 bedroom flat? That standard was quite not palatable for the average young man, because Papa, you know, it's you figure 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom flat when you did 18, but you are just lucky and graced. Forget, yeah, you have visions and plans. There are a lot of people with visions and plans. You know your work. Grace worked for you. You know, some people that did not have a 2 bedroom flat at 18 have money more than you now. Tony Lumelu. Now grace still work for. I'm not be saying work hard past you. A lot of people are working very hard, but the things don't just click like that. So when we say the person must have 2 or 3 bedroom flat, what happens to a room and parlor self-contained in a decent area? Even if it's a room and parlor in a decent area, the most important thing is that you have a life that you're planning, you're on a career path, and you're moving slow and steady. When we put it in the heads of people that the guy must have 2 or 3 bedroom flat, we are beginning to create a standard that is too high. How many men really have enough money to do 2 or 3 bedroom flats as at the time they are getting married? If he has it, bless God. But if he does not have it, lady, and you see that the guy has vision and is on the path, and you solve the mass in your head, there's going to be progress. By all means, move on. Move on with him and have a life. And God will help us.